Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Jihan.
My name is Muhammad Khalis bin Muhammad Safawi.
And my name is Jihan.
And my name is Ahmad bin Daruslan.
So today we are going to present on the process of conversion. What is convection? Convection is the movement caused within a fluid. The tendency of hotter and therefore less dense material will rise, and the colder and denser material will sink under the influence of gravity, which consequently results in heat transfer. The objective for our experiment is to study about the process of convective heat transfer, as well to distinguish between the two types of convection, which are free convection and forced convection.
Convection. There are two types of convection, which are forced convection and free or natural convection. Forced convection is another type of heat transfer in which fluid motion is generated with the aid of external source like a pump, a fan, suction devices, and so on. It should be considered as one of the main methods of useful heat transfer, as significant amounts of heat energy can be transported very efficiently, and these types of convection can be commonly found in our everyday life, including air conditioning, steam turbines, and in many other machines. As for free convection or natural convection, it is a type of heat transport in which the fluid motion is not generated by any external source, like previously stated, a pump, fan, suction devices, etc., but only by density differences in the fluid. In natural convection, fluid surrounding a heat source receives heat, becomes less dense, and rises. The surrounding cooler fluid which will then move downwards to replace it. This cooler fluid is then heated and the process continues, forming a convective current, like so. The driving force for natural convection is buoyancy, resulted by the difference in fluid density. Theoretically speaking, more heat is transferred when forced convection is applied towards an object compared to natural convection.
So what we have here, a beaker of ice, food colorings, blue and red. Blue represents the cold element, red represents the hot elements. We will now demonstrate the process of convection. Firstly, fill the beaker with water and then heat it up about 5 minutes until it becomes warmish.
So let's proceed with the experiment. As soon as the water in the beaker becomes warm, add blue ice cubes into the beaker. The ice cubes was prepared earlier by mixing blue food coloring with ice cubes, followed by the addition of several drops of red food coloring. Now, observe how the colors interact. Notice how the blue water, which is the cold water, almost immediately sinks down to the bottom, while the red water maintains floating at the surface. This is because cold water is much denser than warm water, thus it sinks. Warm water floats up to the surface as it is less dense than the cold water. This process is called convection. So in conclusion, in any type of heat transfer, in our case convection, hot water which is less dense floats to the surface, while cold water which is denser sinks to the bottom. This movement is referred to as the convection process. Theoretically, forced convection, heat transfer, transports more heat than natural convection. Convection applies to any fluid, be it gas or liquid.
In conjunction to the statement, we have discovered that every time before weather is shifted, convection occurs beforehand. Convection can be found in any storm or any other weather concept you can imagine.
And that concludes our video presentation on convection. However, before we end our presentation, we would like to apologize if we have done anything that might have offended the audience.
And we would like to dedicate our deepest appreciation to our subjects lecturer, Madam Marmi, and also not forgetting our friends who have aided in achieving the success of these experiments. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.